Podcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to a fabulous Affiliate Funnel Clones, Affiliate Funnel Studios, Affiliate Academics training. And I'm here with Alan. Alan, are you with us? Can you say hello so they can hear your voice?
Yes, can everybody hear me? If you can hear me, just hit 1 in the chat box. Make sure I'm mic'd up properly.
That's what I was about to ask, is put a 1 in the chat. So give us your name in the chat, where you're watching this from. And we love to always interact with everyone in the training. We have a really cool special VIP training for you guys today. We see Catherine Holton. How are you, Catherine? Watching from Italy, Texas. Then we have Wanda Welch from Louisiana. And then we have Yoshi from New York, New York. Hey, what's up, Yoshi? And then we have Wendy from Denver. We have Gary checking in, Edgar checking in, Steve from California. Wow, someone from Norway. So OVE, I'm really bad at pronouncing stuff. So OVE is the name from Norway, Ove, I would say. Or anyways, so Edgar is from the UK, so awesome. So people are literally watching this worldwide, nationwide, from California all the way to New York. So from coast to coast here in the North America, and then all the way across the pond, the UK, to Norway. So that is awesome. That is so cool that we have like-minded people in one area about to do some really awesome things together. Because Alan and I, we've been so blessed since we've launched this end of February, right? So just doing some common math. So let's say end of February until now, going on 4 months, we got to know a lot of people, and it's so cool to see everyone have the same mindset, the same ambition, to get things moving online and make affiliate sales. So it's been so awesome seeing the reports come back from a lot of you with success, with people first time they're getting leads, first time people are getting sales. Someone even compared our training to someone else, and they said, I was with this person. We're not going to say who it is. It's actually kind of embarrassing because Alan and I are friends with this guy, or I shouldn't even say that. But anyways, and they said, I've been with them for over a year, never made a penny, been working with you guys for less than a month, and I am in the green. So those are the cool messages, the cool videos, the cool text messages, all the stuff, emails that Alan and I love seeing. So we do appreciate that. Continue up the great work, because obviously you guys are taking action, which is the main thing. That's the main ingredient that making all this work is getting action and taking action in place so you can see the results that we know is possible. So with that being said, we wanted to give everyone a quick update, bring you through a process A to Z on getting your affiliate funnel clone more or less set up for Affiliate Funnel Studios. So that's a tongue twister, right? So you have your clone of Affiliate Funnel Studios, and Alan will show you the live back office of the new Affiliate Academics. Put a 1 in the chat if you already logged in to Affiliate Academics and saw all the cool stuff there, and throw in some words of what you think. John says, awesome. I've been logged in. I see a 1. And then we have Chris said he is loving the new layout. Yoshi says it's a nice and neat design. Awesome. Thank you, Yoshi. Catherine says it's really nice. We appreciate that, Catherine. So anyways, we appreciate that feedback, because we have literally tens of thousands of dollars tied up in this rebuild out. And as you guys know, we didn't hit you guys up saying, oh, by the way, if you guys want this new access and this 2.0 version, pay us more money. Where a lot of competitors, a lot of marketers do that type of stuff. We don't condone that type of behavior and doing those type of ethics or practices. So Alan and I said, you know what? We will personally come out of pocket, out of our own investment, so we can make sure that the community of Affiliate Academics is just to the highest standard possible that we hold it to, right? And we appreciate everyone that's involved to use this and see the results with this and truly get benefit out of it. So we know it's worth the investment on our side. So Wendy says, much better looking site. So anyways, I'm not going to go on and on. I see a ton of feedback. So with that being said, Alan, I'm going to pass it over to you so you can do a quick run through, show people some bells and whistles, setting up the Affiliate Funnel Studio clone, right? Getting that link. Because here's the thing, guys, also update. The point of this video training is also to announce the launch. We're doing an internal launch, and everyone is invited. So as you guys know, we're not using the big wigs, the big dogs, the JV partners, not to brag or boast, but me and Alan can literally pick up the phone, send a few emails, send a few Facebook messages, a few Skype messages, and have a bunch of people promoting our product and services. Reason why is because we have a decade of track records of having good success, and people know they can trust what we put out. So again, that point is we can do that. We've done that with affiliate funnel clones. This was actually the best launch of the beginning of 2018 for JV Zoo, and I have to contact the JV Zoo headquarters to confirm that we're still there. But just as long as last month we were #1 spot, I'm sure we are, meaning the #1 promotion JV Zoo promoted. So we know that this is a high converting offer, right? There's no ands or buts, right? We know that the stuff we produce sells, right? So with that being said, we wanted to do this in a different fun way. Said, you know what, we want to more or less help out our members, people that are in this, to see some changes, to see some to see them making money, to see them having success for the first time, which has already happened. So we said, let's reward our members and give them the action. So there's quite a few people watching this live. If that's cool with you, put a 1 in the chat if you want to be able to join us in on this competition and be able to win some awesome prizes, awesome cash money, and on top of that, promote Affiliate Funnel Studios and position yourself to make recurring income. So right here, Ron says, awesome. I'm going to share that with everyone, Ron. So I'm going to say yes and do send to all. So, you know, Ron, we appreciate you, and we're going to have you as one of our JV partners on this internal launch, which is awesome. Wendy says, sure. DJ says, nice. Steve says, 1. So you know what, Alan? They're jacked up. They're excited, man. So question, oh, wait a minute, guys. I think we lost Alan. I'm just kidding. We're about to get a virtual riot, Alan, if that would have happened.
Yeah,
so wait a minute. Are you
I've
there,
had
Alan?
issues the past 2 weeks, and don't jinx it.
Okay, never mind. So,
if I do cut out, it's not because I got mad at you guys and decided to quit the webinar. It's my internet's coming out.
So all jinx aside, if Alan does cut out, he'll be right back. But in all seriousness, we are here, ready to rock and roll, have some fun, show you guys the setup process on A, getting your Affiliate Funnel Studios link set up, B, getting the dollar trial, because I really recommend everyone get the dollar trial because it has some awesome bells and whistles on top of what you guys have. And then C, getting your traffic so you can go ahead and rank in this competition. So those are the 3 things, A, B, and C. First, A, give it over to Alan so he can show us the setup process and the awesome new background or the back office of Affiliate Funnel Studios.
Cool, guys. Well, again, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us. I've dealt with literally been able to help dozens of you guys. I've been talking to you on Skype. It literally just it's been, I think it was 30-something people or more. And that's part of the reason we had to delay the launch week, because it's tough to get people back and forth on Skype. But we wanted to make sure that everyone was helped hands-on and stuff like that. If you had bought traffic, especially, and but for those that didn't or who aren't set up or just want to know how it works for future reference, I wanted to go through and use this time today to walk you through for one of the new members area and also show you, sort of just how to set this up start to finish. We can start at my products. We'll get back to the Affiliate Funnel Studio, and this will be really quick because you guys have probably already sort of browsed around here. But this is like the main thing that you'll see. You'll be able to get all your product access to any products that you have purchased through us. You can also click this, need help, here's how to get started. And just yesterday, I've added, I had the 2 videos up, basically an overview, which is, I don't know, I think it's like 30 minutes long or 20, and then this is like 30 or 40 minutes long for the Affiliate Funnel Clone and Affiliate Funnel Studio setup with, connecting your stuff. But I also did like a quick start guide just yesterday, added these images in, showing you exactly these 5 steps in order to connect your for any funnel, but to set up mainly your Affiliate Funnel Studio funnel as well as any other ones that you have. And this is just a quick start guide that you can reference after the webinar if you wanted to do that. And you can click below this help guide to get traffic, or you can just go to our traffic section. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, this is what I would reference. If anything else, if you have trouble after that, of course, you can contact our support over here. The affiliate center, we sort of redone that. We have the stats page where you can see all your sales and leads, affiliate resources where you can grab links, and of course the traffic section, which let's just go ahead and over there, and I'll show you. There's basically an intro to traffic video, and then our top resources. Now, some people were asking about this, and some were like, "Why didn't you add more resources?" And the answer to that is because these are the ones that we've tested, and these are the ones that worked. We're not going to put the ones that we can that just have um, some decent results or something like that, or we see bad results and still put it up just to give you fluff content. Okay. Um, and the second thing people have asked me is, why haven't you given us that the Jason guy? Why haven't you given us contact as resource? Well, this is it. We have. This has been in here. So to answer that really briefly, it's been in here the whole time. And these are ranked in order of what we feel convert the best from our tests. The trafficsource.com being the main one. Now, this is the one, the traffic source that we used at the workshop where everyone in the room made sales. And it was freaking awesome. Like at a live event, I was honestly sort of nervous because we hadn't done any testing and we were just like, okay, we're confident in our copy. We're confident in the product. We're confident in the funnel. We're confident in the traffic. We've known Jason for a while. So let's run this and let's see how it does. We hadn't run it before. So it was like a first run live with people like sitting in a room. And we really we just saw a bunch of wide eyeballs the next morning because they had no idea that they were going to get leads and sales coming in. So it's really cool. The only downside about the traffic source, I will tell you, is it's a minimum of like $800. That's their smallest package. Okay, and but for this, for the people who bought traffic, we're actually using the traffic source for our internal launch. Okay, so this will be our main traffic source from that. All right. If you have not bought traffic, then and you don't have $800 to spend, buying it directly through the members area, do Udemy, okay? Because we also run traffic through Udemy. There's a guy named Daniel Huppertz, and there's also, there's literally thousands of people on Udemy that are solo ad providers. But Udemy is a great place, and our second choice, just because it's multiple vendors, so it's sort of like it could be hit or miss if you don't research it right. But I go through in the training, in this overall training, how to look for the highest converting, highest probability to get sales and the best leads and sales, and how to using sorting options and stuff like that within Udemy. Okay, but I personally use a guy named Daniel Huppertz, and he's really good, so you can look him up on there. But Udemy.com is definitely a close second to the traffic source, and again, much cheaper. You can start, you can get like 50 clicks for like $25 or $20 or something, right? So if you had an extra $50 to spend, you can go buy 120 clicks or something like that, solo ad, and continue to build your list whenever you get open money, because I know some people's budgets are tight. Okay, now some people, even Yoshi who's on here, he does review videos and stuff like that. He's not necessarily launch jacking, but he's made a review of Affiliate Academics or Affiliate Funnel Studio, I believe it was, and he showed me the video and it was really awesome. Excuse me. And I appreciate him doing that because it was a really good overview and a review of our video. So if people look it up on YouTube and go and sign up to him, then he gets the commission. And so the point of that is we have free traffic methods as well. And we're going to add more soon. Again, this is brand new, guys. I mean, we're 3 or 4 months in on a huge, huge project. Affiliate Academics has already made leaps and bounds over the past 3 or 4 months alone. And we're just going to continue to grow. Okay, so you guys, I know that you all want everything right now, and but trust me, we work around the clock to make sure that we update you guys with content, with traffic resources, testing stuff out, giving you the right training, helping you hands-on wherever we can. And I literally spend 12 to 14 hours of my day now helping you guys out, and talking back and forth on Skype. I mean, I barely have time to get up and use the bathroom or eat or spend time with my pregnant wife. So Ryan and I are dedicated to your success, and we want you to know that. Okay, so again, this is all in your traffic section. Even if you're just a free Affiliate Academics member, you haven't taken action on any of our products or software yet, you can have access to this traffic, and we highly recommend that you do that access Affiliate Funnel Clones and/or Affiliate Funnel Studio. And so yeah, that's that for the traffic section. The digital mall is just a place where you can also buy products to further your education. So we'll hit that really quick. I don't want this to sound like a sales pitch fest or whatever, but if you're using Affiliate Funnel Studio or Affiliate Funnel Clones, or you just want to scale your business, or you want to get the newest hottest launches before they go live, you can join Affiliate Forward. One-on-one coaching with me on Skype. For you can get access for Sky Direct. We currently have our Success with Alan and Ryan personal mentoring that's currently closed because we're so freaking swamped, and that's no joke. We'll open that up as soon as we get a second to breathe. And then custom offers, where we can also build out a custom offer. We also have a few clients right now that we're doing, and we started charging 35, 40 grand a piece, and now we're going up to 50 to 100K price point for custom offers in the future. But again, this is closed right now because we already have clients that we're working on. And it's going to be awesome to see these people launching products under the Affiliate Academics brand, and it's going to be really, really cool stuff. Okay, so that's it for the digital mall. The training, you have free training, and you have Email Vault. If you're an Email Vault member, you can view these free training videos, which has sort of an office. This is the same overview as in the help center, but we also have in this one as well, these first two. But this is like a case study, for instance. Okay, so this shows you can watch this video. It shows start to finish how I set up the funnel and bought traffic, right? The part two is the results to part one. So how many leads I got, how many sales I got, what my return was, and I didn't stage anything. Someone wanted to record. I believe it was Joe, hitting of the Eli group, and said, "Hey, I don't know if he didn't believe me, or I don't know if he just wanted proof or whatever." But Joe's an awesome guy. I've been talking to him on Skype back and forth, and I guess he just wanted to see how it's done, start to finish. Not like he didn't trust the process or anything, but so anyway, I recorded that in response to him and a couple others who wanted to see. And here's the results. You can see that in here. I also go over a little bit of mindset and goals. I'm not really into personal development or anything like that, but it's cool to set goals where if I make this many sales or whatever, then I can generate daily or yearly, whatever. And so I included that, so you can sort of set goals for yourself. Because people ask me, a guy asked me just, I think it was 2 or 3 days ago, how do I get to 10 grand a month? And the way you do that is setting goals by month, or by year, by month, by day, and sort of break it down and say, okay, how many of these products do I need to sell each and every day, each and every week, and go from there, okay? And then, of course, you need a budget if you want to ramp up quickly, or you can go the free traffic methods, which we also go over, which, speaking of that, Miss Charisse, which we're working on a project with her, which is going to be awesome on launch jacking. But this is the case study that show the basic overview of how she does it, and how she hit her most profitable day was from promoting Affiliate Funnel Clones, which was our launch again in February. And now we're able to work with her after she hit our leaderboard. So it's really, really cool stuff. We also have some webinar replays that we'll add from time to time in here. If we feel the training is good and or the product's good, we'll add the webinar replays in there in case you missed them. So almost like a, not a newsletter or magazine, but just a one page to where you can sort of go through and browse different case studies and training videos and webinar replays. And this is all free to our members, okay? Now, onto the software, which is probably what you guys were wanting to see. Let's go to My Funnels first. And I don't have anything set up. This is a brand new demo account I just set up, so nothing is set up right now. But the first thing we want to do, okay, if you're an Affiliate Funnel Clones or an Affiliate Funnel Studio member, it doesn't matter, okay? If you are trying to set up one of our affiliate funnels, you need to click Add Connection. You can also view all connections right here, and it'll probably tell me I don't have anything set up yet. Yeah. So you can access your services there, or click on Add a New Connection. And this will basically be the first step that you do, okay? Now, what you want to do is choose one of these options. Now, we have also, with the new, of all these new updates, we have added a third-party web form option, meaning if one of these, if you want to use an account other than one of these, then we're not going to connect you via API. We're just going to embed your web form and what's called parsing it. We're going to parse the code for you. Our software does all that, and it formats it very neatly and pretty on your site and on the funnel. Okay, so you can connect via API, which is what I personally recommend. But you can also do a third-party form as well. All right, so let's say for the purposes of this video, we want to connect to Aweber, right? What you want to do is click connect to Aweber, and it'll ask you to log in for this instance. I'm not going to do that, but it just, well, I could. let's see, just to show you. Simply log in and see it's already successful. It's literally that easy. I'm now integrated with Aweber. If I go to all connections over here, I will see Aweber and I will see all of my lists. Okay. Now these lists are very important, and it's very important that you understand the connect over here first, because you're going to basically connect over here under the API connections, and then you can apply different lists per funnel. So if one funnel you want to send to this list, another funnel you want to send to this list, you can actually segment it each by list, which is, again, you guys wanted this, so we provided it for you. Okay. You can also add a new connection in addition to Aweber, or any other ones. You can add multiple ones, and you can use different ones. So let's say you wanted to one funnel to go to a list on Aweber, another one into Mailchimp, right? Or GetResponse or SendLane, whatever. You could connect those very easily and quickly just by adding more. Now, GetResponse, all that's required is the API connection. It even gives you an example of what your API is going to look like. It's going to be this long number code. You just simply paste it there. I don't have that because I don't have a GetResponse account. And then click connect to GetResponse, and it'll set it up there, right? You can do Mailchimp, and it asks you for a couple of other things, I believe, as far as that, like the hash key and stuff. But and also SendLane. Well, here's the hash key. SendLane is a little bit more information that's needed, right? But you still need your API, what's called a hash key, and domain. But no one's really having issues with this. I'm getting good feedback because people are able to take from these examples and get everything set up properly. I'm actually surprised because I planned on helping a lot more people, but a lot of people, I'm like, oh, hey, I was just hitting you up to help you set up your funnel, and they're like, oh, it's already set up. I was like, oh, so you understood everything? Yeah, I watched the videos, I understood it, and I connected, and everything's working perfectly. I'm like, great, so that's awesome. So it's good to know that you guys are actually understanding this much better, which is alleviating support, and it's less frustrating when you can actually set up everything up start to finish without having to contact our support and wait a day or several hours to hear back from us and wait 2 or 3 days until everything's set up or whatever. So it's just everything is laid out easier, and people are absolutely loving this from the feedback that I've heard. So yeah, that's all that I wanted to go over. Like here is just basically it's simple as that. I mean, you choose which thing you want to connect to, and you click connect, and you connect it. But for the purpose of this, I mean, within 10 seconds, again, I connected my Aweber, so that's what we're going to stick to with this video. A lot of you will use Aweber anyway. So after we have connected over here, right, you can see all connections. We'll go to My Funnels. Okay, now this is where affiliate funnel clones are going to be. All of your clones. If you bought the basic, then you'll have 10 clones here. If you bought the premium, you'll have about 35 funnels here, right? This is also, but you notice it says My Funnels up here, not affiliate funnel clones, because what's also hosted here is if you use Affiliate Funnel Studio to create your own affiliate funnels, your own affiliate funnel pages, those will also be hosted here, okay? And they will be all neatly organized, okay? And as you can see, there's nothing under My Funnels. As you can see, right, let me scroll down a little bit. See affiliate funnel clones, here's all the different categories that we have for affiliate funnel clones, right? But if you create an affiliate funnel studio funnel, it'll show up under My Funnels. So basically we're segmenting our templates that we give to you from affiliate funnel clones versus your funnels that you create using affiliate funnel studio, which will show up under the My Funnels section right here, okay? So let's do an example. I'm going to go to hottest offers because affiliate funnel studio dollar trial is by far converting the best so far for us. So this is what you're going to see. Okay, now people have a little bit of issues with this part. I'm not sure why, but I just want to make sure we're very clear on this. Okay, the step one, just work top to bottom, right? Step one, apply to promote, and you'll have a link that opens up to JVZoo, and you'll be able to apply. Okay. Now, just to save time, I'm not going to log in, but you can copy and paste your affiliate link here. For this point, I'm just going to use Google, okay? So we'll use http google.com, all right? Now, this will be your JVZoo link. Are there any questions? Ryan, if you're there, can you check to see if there's any questions about grabbing a JVZoo link? If needed, I will log into JVZoo, but I have to go through and approve it and all that stuff, so it's taking a little extra time and sort of boring, but is there anyone in there?
There's no questions? No, I don't see anything here about the link.
Okay. I mean, this is basic stuff. I mean, you just simply apply to promote here, which takes you directly to this link. You need to log in. And then request approval. We approve 100% of our members. Okay, so write a little note saying I'm an Affiliate Academics member, or I'm an Affiliate Funnel Studio member, I'm an Affiliate Funnel Clones member, something along those lines, and we'll know it's you and we'll approve you. Okay. So yeah, so that's easy as pie. You just copy and paste your JV's link here, and when you paste it, what's cool is it automatically saves. There is no save button or anything like that. Our technology just automatically grabs that link and saves it for you. Okay. Excuse me. So this is where the link is going to be redirected to. So after the person signs up and they opt into your list, they're going to be redirected to this link. So that's why it needs to be here, JV's Zoo affiliate link. Okay. The next step after you insert your affiliate link, after you apply to promote, grab your JV Zoo link and paste it here. The next thing you do is click this little edit button. Okay. Now this edit button will take you to your API settings. This is not to be confused with your API connections over here. Okay. Like, look at this as your hub. This API connections over here, this is a main hub that allows you to go through and easily apply and select from a drop-down box where you want to send these leads. And I'll show you that. Okay. So you're going to most likely choose, if you're set up via API, like we just set up, I connected to Aweber, right? You're going to choose default form. If you want to use a third-party form, this is the way to do it. If you don't want to set up via API, or if we don't support, let's say, Market Hero, for instance, or there's some people using Kartra, and we're going to work to make those integrations in the future. But for right now, all you'll need is to enter the third-party web form here, and then move on. Click Update Funnel. But for this, we're going to use default form because we've connected our Aweber account. We can choose to show the name in the field. A lot of people are like, okay, can you allow it to where I collect their first name in addition to their email, right? You can do that by showing the name field here. All right. But we're gonna just hide it because I could care less. As an affiliate, I want just their emails. To me personally, the opt-in rates are higher from my years of experience, so I don't usually collect the emails. Some people like doing it. It's your preference. And then you can also do like field form control, which will show like, you can control what this text says and stuff like that. We won't mess with that. But this is where this is the most important part. Okay. As you can see, like if we connected SendLane and Aweber, then these would come down. You could choose which ones you connected. We've only connected Aweber to this account, right? So we're going to choose Aweber, and as you can see, it's working, and it pulled up the segments, right? So let's say I want to send this list for these leads for Affiliate Funnel Studio. Let's say I have a segment called Affiliate Funnel Studio. I don't, but we'll call it. I think I've been sending like my leads to AA New Test, Affiliate Academics New Test. So I'm going to do it there, and I'm going to click Save the lead in the cloud. You don't have to do this. You can click No if you want to. Don't see why you would do that. You can click Yes, and what that does is back it up. So if something goes wrong with on our end or Aweber's end or the whatever end on the end of the server, if you host your own on your own page and the server goes down, whatever the case may be, then you can have your leads saved as a backup. Okay. And I'll show you that in a minute after I update the funnel. So what we'll do is we'll update, and we can click here to review the funnel, and it shows us exactly everything that the page is done. It's our template, our page is integrated, and we should redirect to Google. Let's see, let's just try something. Insert access. Thank you, successful, and it's now redirecting to Google. Okay. So that easy. We're all set up. Everything works, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Now, is there any questions on that? Because that's all. Like in less than 10 minutes, I'll set up the funnel. Does anyone have any questions on that?
So someone says, can I use this setting up with an iPad?
I don't know. On iPad, can you copy and paste on iPad? I guess you can. I've never personally used any Apple products or really any tablets, really.
You should be able to. I mean, as long as you can copy and paste, which I know you can do that on iPad. I've done that before. So
yeah, I wouldn't see why not. I mean, it's the same thing as the computer. And the cool part is when you go, like, we go back to My Funnels, and we go to How to Stalkers again. Which, by the way, we're gonna add one that says like all, and it has all of them at once. So or we might just default to go here. So I mean, because I know it's annoying for you guys to try to set up the funnel, and every time you hit this page, you gotta choose the category. So we're messing around with that still. But as you can see, you can take. Let me show you the leads really quick too. But basically, when you're copy and pasting in here, I mean, if you should be able to use a tablet, no problem, or a cell phone. I wouldn't see why. I mean, obviously to me it'd be better on a desktop, just because like if I don't like have my desktop, like I feel like butt naked. I'm not good at like traveling and using other people's computers and laptops and stuff. But I'm just weird like that. But on the technical end, I mean, if you feel comfortable using an iPad or if that's all you have, you should have no issues. Okay. If you do contact our support at affiliateacademics.com, and we'll have our developers look at making it um, available for tablets. But I don't see that. I don't think that'd be an issue. Okay. So here's the lead things, guys. Here you can obviously preview it again. Here's the leads part. So if you want to export your leads, then I'm going to open the file. I'm just going to open it up. And you can, on the old version of Affiliate Funnel Studio and Affiliate Funnel Clones, you could only send leads to one list on one autoresponder and only export one list. Okay. But this one that we just set up, this is the test email that I just did right on the page. It's showing my email, the name of the funnel that is applied to, and the create date, so you have the timestamp on it as well. So this is what you can do to export your leads in case of an error happens with your autoresponder. There is a backup here that you could export. Okay, so and that's pretty much all as far as that goes. I was going to show you. I want to show you on like affiliate offers, like if you wanted to. Let's go to affiliate marketing, for instance. Okay, so we set up Affiliate Funnel Studio. Let's say, hey, you want to set up this commission resurrection. So we put our link in there. Let's say we have a JVZoo link. We click edit, default, third party. I'm sorry, default. And then we go down here and choose Aweber again. But let's say this time, like, this is the beauty of this one. We don't have, we have options now, right? So it doesn't automatically go to just Aweber, just one list. If we wanted, like on Affiliate Funnel Studio, the one we just set up, our segment was AA new test. But what if we want to do 7FS main as a segment here? Then we could do that, update the funnel, and it'll go to the leads for this specific offer will go to this specific segment. So that's pretty awesome, right? I mean, that's really, really in depth. You're able to now use multiple autoresponders. You're able to use any autoresponder you want, even if we don't support it via API. You can use the web form, and when you connect the API, you can choose which autoresponder list each funnel goes to. So if you have 20 funnels, you can have 20 segments, one for each product-specific offer, which is highly, highly targeted. If you wanted to just do one for social media, like if you want to do a social media list versus and do it like categories. Okay, like I have a broad internet marketing list, I have an e-commerce list, I have a list that likes email marketing, I have a list that likes local marketing, PLR, sales funnels, SEO, social media, which will be like Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and things like that. People that like traffic, you can segment people based on what they opt in for, based on which pages they opt in for, and target them by sub niche. Okay, which are verticals or niches within the main, obviously, the internet marketing niche. These are sub niches like e-commerce and other make money products and niches. Okay. Another thing I want to show you guys is people are asking about this. You can also embed your link. So if people said, okay, what if I want to host it on my own domain? I don't want to use this link. This is your main affiliate link. Okay, as you can see in big black letters, send traffic to this link. So if you simply click it, it'll copy to your clipboard, and you can open it in a new browser, and it's the same as the preview link. But so it shows exactly what the page is, right? And when you go back, if you don't want to use this big long link, you can either shorten it by using bit.ly or smart URL or something like that, or you can also, for whatever reason you wanted to, you could take this, and this is basically an iframe code. So what if you had, your name was John Smith, and you own johnsmithmarketing.com, right? And you wanted to host this offer on johnsmithmarketing.com / commission resurrection, okay? And you wanted to do it for SEO purposes or try to rank for the keyword. So when people typed in commission resurrection, your website came up or whatever, you can put this embed code in an HTML file and upload it to your own server. This is more for the technical people who know how to use FTP clients. They have their own servers, but many of you wanted this option, so we listened and we did it. For those who are not as tech savvy or just who want to keep things basic, just use this link. Just click right here. The link has been copied to your clipboard, and this is where you send traffic to. So, which brings me to the next step. sending traffic. Now, before I go over traffic, does anyone have any questions at all up until this point? I've literally just set up everything. Everything start to finish, everything that you need to do has been shown live on camera right now. So is there any questions at all about any of that?
Someone said, when using the form code, we don't select the autoresponder in the drop-down list, right?
That I will double check with the coders, and you're probably like, Alan, you created the software. I did not know this. I'm gonna check with the coders, but if you choose third party, I do not think you choose that. Yeah, it takes away the section. The reason for this is if you put a third party form in, it's already for a specific list, a specific segment. Okay, so what you would do if you wanted to use a third party form, you want to use different forms, like one for social media and one for broad internet marketing and one for e-commerce. You would just create different web forms for each and plug each one in individually here. It sounds like a lot of work, but it's not. You create it in your autoresponder account. You simply copy and paste the raw HTML for each specific funnel that you want to use, or you can just use one funnel for all of them and send them all to one list. But it depends on how targeted you want it to be. But when you enter the third-party form, it's not connected to API. Therefore, the API is not pulling from your autoresponder account. It's just a basic raw HTML form code. So what you're telling our system and our technology is, hey, here's this code, put it on your template, parse it to where it looks properly formatted, right? And generate leads and send them to that list. Okay, so again, that's why it's, me personally, like I would prefer to do API because it makes things a lot easier and you can just choose from a drop down for each list. And, you don't have to create new web forms each time, but the option is there for the third party web form. Does that make sense? All right. So, Ryan, do you see any other questions?
Cool. So Yoshi said, thanks. Yes, makes complete sense.
And
Cool.
also,
So anyone have any more questions in
I've
this process? This is your time now. Go ahead, Alan.
No, I was saying I've set up a lot of your funnels. A lot of people on here, I've already set up your funnels, but I think it's very important to, and hopefully we're recording this. Ryan, you recorded it, right?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, cool. No, I just want to make sure, because what I might do is put the replay actually in the training as well, just this part, because it literally takes you start to finish, and I want everyone to be able to reference this later. But like Wendy, for instance, you I set up your account, right, and then we just went back and forth, and we got your third party form, set up and all that good stuff. But if you want to do this for future reference, this is how to do that. So I'd like to have a recording, and you guys can reference that in the video. What I'll do is edit it, just this one part, and then just put it in the maybe the free training section or the help section or both, and that way you can reference that. But this is just literally walking you through start to finish. The only thing I can't really do is I don't have any autoresponder accounts with third-party web forms, but we have tested as many as has been brought to our attention. Market Hero, Kartra, MyMailIt. There's been like half a dozen that we've tested, and all of them work perfectly now. So should be zero issues there. If you do put in a third-party web form and something doesn't work or it's not formatting properly, just contact our support. But everything that we've tested up to this date works flawlessly. Okay. But yeah, I wanted you guys to be able to reference this, so I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I helped a lot of you guys set up the funnels the first time, but I just wanted to show you the main things. So it's sort of like the give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man a fish, feed him for life kind of deal. That's what we're going for here. I want you guys to be able to set it up in the future and set up all these funnels that you want to in any of these categories. Okay. So yeah, so after we have our funnel, let's go back to the hottest offers and let's pull our link to promote. So we have everything set up. We click this link and it's copied to our clipboard. Now we go to the traffic section and we can use any of our traffic resources. You can also do anything else you want to. If you want to make a YouTube video like Yoshi and a few others have done and paste the link in your description box, for instance, right? Or if you want to do paid traffic, that's what we recommend, especially for this this launch that we're in, this internal launch that we're doing this week. And the reason is they're results driven and they're fast. If you make a YouTube video, you may not see traffic. You might see 100 clicks over the next 6 months. Who knows? But these are like, you just order the traffic and you get it, right? So we have different ones. You have to worry about it opening in the same window. Everything opens in a new window. So here's like the traffic source, for instance, if you wanted to create an account here. Again, there's a little bit more on the pricey side. The lowest package is $810, I believe. But you can order through there. Udemy is a close second for me. So you can go to udemy.com, and I will actually log in and show you. I want to show you guys how it's order to find stuff. Again, this training is in the video in the free training section, or in the traffic section. I'm sorry, I go through all this stuff. I sort of wanted to show you live and answer any questions as well. So if we go to find sellers, what I always do is it depends how many people you want. So let's say you wanted to order like a 200 click package, right? And let's say, I usually don't change the budget. You can change the budget, lower if you wanted to or higher. I just keep mine at 60 in case, there's any good lists for that price range. Sales rates, 10%, obviously, the less sales that are made, the more people you're going to get. So like basically what this means is, from all the orders purchased, 10% have reported sales, 20% have reported sales, right? So like if you go to 50%, there's probably no one on here, right? So yeah, there's no one. So let's reset to the default, and let's just go to 20%. Okay, so at least 20% of the people made sales. Now it found 25 plus sellers that from all the solos, doesn't mean only 20% made sales, but that's 20% have actually reported making sales. Okay, so just a good gauge. Doesn't guarantee you sales, but it gives you a good place to start. Okay, I usually sometimes even go even higher to hone in more. So this guy right here, 31% people make sales, 33%, 35%. Okay, Dana Solo, 37%, 40%. This dude right here, again, a little bit more pricey. It's 55 cents, but you can buy 200 clicks for $110, and if you got 70 new leads and 3 or 4 new sales, and you're getting paid $16 a month as an affiliate using affiliate funnel studio as an example, then you can do 50 or $60 a month from that initial $200 investment, or I'm sorry, $110 investment. You could be doing $50-$60 a month. So that's how you build it up. And a lot of people have the flashy, shiny object syndrome. And they say, well, I want to make $5,000 by next month. Well, okay, we'll spend $10,000 on traffic, and you'll be at $5,000 next month. Okay, the key is to break even or lose a little bit of money up front, but build in a residual income while building a list of subscribers. Because keep in mind, these subscribers, you can promote whatever you want to, whenever you want to. You can promote paid offers. You can promote cost per lead offers on CPA networks, where some companies will pay you to just, if the person puts in their name and email, you get paid like $2. So you generate 100 leads a day for them over time. You're doing $200 a day. That's $6,000 a month. You can also arbitrage your traffic. So you buy traffic on here and you build a list of subscribers, and then guess what? You start selling solos on here, right? So there's tons of stuff you can do. Even if you're if you want to make sales, great, but you don't have to promote products or paid products. I mean, what I like to do is a mix, and that's why I tell most people starting off as an affiliate, do a mixture and see what works best for you. Promote products on JVZoo, promote products on ClickBank, promote like these paid products as an affiliate, but also promote, products or offers where you get paid per lead, or sell your traffic, like you're buying traffic, so you can also sell it and provide solo ads to other people, right? And list yourself as a seller on here and start a solo ad business. So if you have a list, you have opens and clicks, you have a business, right? So that's what's crucial to understand here. So we'll choose, let's say we want to go with this dude right here. We'll click his name. It goes to it tells you the price, the percentage of made sales. So percentage of ratings where buyers report sales. Okay, so from the past 100 solo ads, 40% have reported sales. Now, I might be a bad buyer, but I usually don't report sales. I usually don't leave any reviews at all. So there's probably people like me out there. It's probably closer to 50 or 60% of the people make sales. Who knows? But 40% report making sales. Okay. They also have 136, so it's good reviews, and sold 18 solos in the past couple of days. So people actually love him and are going back to him, and he's getting repeat business. He's got a lot of solo ads in the past couple of days alone, so he must be popular, right? This gives a basic, layout or basically description of him. how his list is generated, all that stuff. But here's what I want to show you mainly, because you guys can. This is just more common sense than anything. But I want to show you exactly how to get traffic. If you paste, remember we copied the link over here in our traffic section. I'm sorry, on my funnels. I want to show you just so we're super duper clear. We copied this link right here. Okay, so this is the link that we copied. And this is where we are pasting it right here. All right, and that's it. Now, one thing I will say is this sort of scares me a little bit, okay, because it doesn't show the full link. And so I don't know if Udemy runs out of characters or not. So what I would personally do is I go to a site called, I think it's GSIT or something. Or I can't remember. But it's something about, you can go to any link clicker. Ryan, you use Smart URL, right?
Yeah, I do.
I think it's, get it maybe?
Smart URL, I use that, and that's a link shortener. So
yeah, I can't find it, but I like it the best personally because it's the easiest. But let's use Smart URL for instance. And,
no, so it's smarturl.it, just a heads up.
Okay. So how much I know. .it. Okay, so Ryan, you have to create an account. Oh, never mind. Here it is. So yeah, you can just paste the URL in here, right? Pasting your full affiliate link here, and I don't know what just asking me all this crap. I guess you make a custom alias. Is that right, Ryan? You have to select all this stuff.
Yeah, you could, or you could hit save smart URL, and then it does it automatically.
Okay, that's what I'm looking at. Invalid URL. I'm not sure how to use this. I mean, what I always use is the GS. I'll post it, guys. I'm sorry for not being able to pull it right now, but use a link shortener to put in here. Okay, that's the point. And a lot of people already have cloakers and tracking and stuff like that. But here's where you paste the link. And again, I recommend shortening it. But for this, we're just going to paste the raw link and click add to cart, and that's it. You just simply check out. Okay, and then your order will be fulfilled, and you will be able to get traffic and look at the stats right here. So let's say you order 200 clicks, you'll be able to see 200 something clicks here, how many leads you got, your opt-in conversion rate, and look at the basic stats here. And again, you can use tracking software as well. A lot of people, instead of redirecting directly to the JV Zoo affiliate link right here, some of the more techie people who are more stats based, they will actually use a tracking link here to see where the people are coming from, which IP, which country, all that good stuff. So wherever you want them to redirect, for the non-tech people, I would just recommend just putting your JV Zoo affiliate link here. Okay, but that's start to finish is how to do it. You connect your autoresponder via API if you're using that. If not, you can use our third-party web form option on each individual funnel. Once you set up via API, you go through here and you apply to promote for the product. You paste in your affiliate link. You click edit here. You connect your API, choose which list you want to go to, and then click this link and drive traffic. So that's it. That's all for the training part. Ryan, do you have anything to add before we go into the fun stuff? Because guys, I want you to stay on because we have probably the coolest part coming up in about 30 seconds. So
that's it. So Alan went through A to Z, and then next step is to go ahead. And people are saying Bitly. There's so many different link shorteners. So whichever one you prefer, use the link shortener that you prefer. So Bitly, Smart URL.
Yeah, there's the other one I like better, but I use Bitly as a second one. I've never used Smart URL.
Anyway, so I see a bunch of that in the chatter. So So what we're going to do is let's talk about. Alan can pull up that Word doc, and we're doing a really cool special contest for everyone that's going to be a part of the launch. So there's two main things we suggest everyone to do, right? Someone said, well, what's the dollar trial for? The dollar trial is for the Affiliate Funnel Studios link. And what that does is I recommend you to buy it just so you can know the process. It's a dollar trial. You can always end it when you want. But the main thing is so you own it, so you just know kind of what the customer's going through, right? And then you just know the process. I always recommend to do that. I do it myself, and me and Alan.
As an affiliate, it can also supplement ClickFunnels, like because if you're an affiliate that wants to build any web page in any niche or sub niche within a minute or two of just plugging stuff in and setting up, you connect your API one time, you can build unlimited funnels like in just minutes. If that is anything like that you do, like any product you could ever think of, that's what Affiliate Funnel Studio allows you to do. Not to interrupt you, Ryan, I'm sorry, but it allows unlimited funnels to be created in any niche, whatever you want to do. So awesome stuff.
So yeah, so again, what we want to go ahead and do is focus in on, and that was a great conversion rate. I saw someone pop up on Alan's screen saying that they had 11 clicks and 5 leads. That's awesome. That's like 50%. So I'm sure sales will be on the way with that. Anyway, so point is now we're jumping into this affiliate competition, right? And there's a main leader contest where the first top 3 places will get a special prize. And then anyone that qualifies 5 sales, 10 sales, 25 sales, or 40 sales will get cash bonuses on top of your residual commission. Because remember, Affiliate Funnel Studios is a $1 trial. Then 14 days later, we bill, and then you get 50% of the residual commission and that. So that's awesome. That's each and every month you get commissions from this. So if you promote this and continue to build up your pipeline, literally Affiliate Funnel Studios can be a water payment, a car payment, a house note. Can supplement your income just by these memberships alone. Okay, so Alan, you've been doing a great job. I'll let you just kind of jump in here. Here's the main thing I want to put is I'm going to put the link in the chat right now. Okay, everyone. So this is going to bring you to a page that can let you get access to A, the $1 trial, plus B, the traffics. Because here's the thing, like Alan said, a lot of these traffic packages are up to 800 clicks for Jason. But what we're doing is Alan and I are going to buy a mass package and break them up. So you guys can buy the same quality traffic, the tier 1, the A+ traffic that we're getting, but on a cheaper rate if you're not wanting to buy 800 clicks, because 800 clicks is, it's quite a bit of money. So here's the thing, guys. We have a really cool price structure in place because we're going to do a mass media buy and then fulfill all the traffic this week. So you can do that on that page. It's in the link right now, where you A, get the $1 trial, and then B, grab traffic underneath one of those quantities. Or like Alan showed you in the beginning, you can get them through the members area back office. Point is this competition is going to be awesome because it's going to give you some bonus money, and for 3 lucky people it's going to give them some free coaching, which we charge a bunch of money for. We charge $2,000 a month for our coaching, and that's twice a week. You can meet up with us. So the first place winner will win a month free of coaching. Okay, so people know that work with us see huge results. People pay us, again, $2,000 a month just on some tweaks and some small things, some small trainings. People have walked away and had instant ROI, $500,000, $2,000 generated just by a couple of small tweaks. So we'll be doing that with you for the first place winner. Second place winner will have a week of coaching. So that's 2 sessions that you'll get. And then a third place will have 1 hour session with Alan and I. Okay, so this is the main leader contest, and then you can have the and then great question, Yoshi. He says, when is the contest over? So July 4th, right, which is the Independence Day here in the U.S. July 4th is when the competition ends at midnight. So the 5th, we will announce winners and do. And a heads up, for anyone that gets involved in this competition and just simply buys the trial as well as buys traffic, will automatically be placed in a special group to get ongoing training and a special VIP training that you'll only access, okay? And then we'll also announce the winners of the competition and do some really cool stuff for you guys. So the contest ends July 4th at midnight, and then from there, you have, just over a week to get things set up. So I'm available, Alan's available, we're here available to help you. We have a whole support staff available. Very, very simple. Just follow the instructions Alan went through in this video. And then from there, Yoshi says, so how we're going to rank this is the person that gets the most $1 trials will actually win. So actually, there's going to be a new competition I'm adding in here, Alan. So if you can, add in this in the very bottom. Put the person with the most $1 trials will also get a month of free coaching, because our conversions are very, very strong. So typically all trials will go ahead and convert to that. But to go ahead and pay out for the sales competition, how that's going to work is there has to be a sale. So within 14 days when that dollar trial ends, then that's when it's counted, okay?
So we're doing a month of coaching?
Correct.
Okay.
So put a 1 in the chat if you're excited and if you'll be joining us in on this launch, just so we can mentally we have a bunch of people look up the training, so we can mentally take note. And I'm looking forward to working with you guys personally. So cool. Catherine's working with us on the launch. Joe's working with us on the launch. Yoshi's jumping in on the launch. Wendy, DJ, Cool Beans. Awesome. So yes. So awesome. So
and
right
also,
now,
guys, not to interrupt again, Brian, but I want to make sure people also, just something to think about. Once your funnel is set up and you buy traffic, I would do that by no later than today or tomorrow, because it might take a day or two for them to start your campaign, and then also another 3 or 4 days to run your campaign, okay, depending on how many clicks you order. So if you use, Udemy, for instance, you buy 200 clicks, I would do it today, because it might take the next 4, 5, 6 days to actually go start to finish from the time you purchase to the completed order. So this is not something that you're going to want to wait till day 5 or wait till July 2nd and start getting traffic in.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because we'll give you a play out of our playbook, right? So when Alan and I join a launch that we're going to support and stand behind, we don't just like willy-nilly mail last day, right? Or just promote, because we set up Facebook ads, we set up a bunch of stuff that we do when we're going to stand behind the launch. But what we do is we get the emails out first thing. So we start getting cookie. We start talking about the promotion. So the same exact analogy will apply with this, where you want to get traffic pushing out, as soon as possible, and then add to it. And then what we'll do is again, we'll keep track of all that. So we'll do a couple updates with everyone that buys the dollar trial and gets traffic from us. You can email support@affiliateacademics.com. Or just reply back to any of the emails you received from me, and we'll add you into the special group. From there, what we'll do is give you updates on the leaderboards, on who's winning, and then also get you access to that VIP training that only the launch members get. So any last minute things you want to add in here, Alan? I know we're pumped up, we're excited, we have some awesome things planned for everyone involved, and we're going to continue to help people get results and make a change for the better, because that's what it's about, right? It's not about, sure, the cash is great, right, and the prices are cool, but what it's about is the time freedom, right? It's about having that extra money, paying your bills, being able to do the things that you want to do and not have money or time dictate that. And this is what allows that, okay? So right now, go ahead, grab a dollar trial, grab traffic, email us back. We see a bunch of people that are in the chat right now that are already joining us in on this launch. We're excited about that. You guys are all action takers. Remember at the beginning, we talked about action taking is the biggest thing out of everything that we do. So take action. And other than that, we'll get this.
And also want to make sure, one side note again, this also, I want to point out very importantly, that for one, you can set goals, right? So if you buy 500 clicks and get 50% opt-in rate, you get 250 new leads, which are 250 people who see the offer, and from that, let's say you make 10 sales, right? Then you're buying 500 clicks, but you get $75 cash, or you can scale up and maybe you can get more, okay? And keep in mind also, when you make dollar trial sales, that counts as a sale in JVZoo. So when you go to get approved for instant commissions for future launches, vendors look at that and they say, hey, this person's made less than 10 sales, I'm denying them. They can't promote my launch. If you show you made 25 plus sales, 50 plus sales, 100 plus sales, then affiliates are like, wow, I'm going to put them on instant payment. I really want this guy or this girl to promote me really hard. They've made over 100 sales. They know what they're doing. So it helps you to build credibility also within your JVZoo account to get approved for future offers. And what better way to start that than right now with a dollar trial? Very easy to convert these sales, okay? So just another thing to think about.
Awesome stuff, guys. So any last minute questions? Ask them now before we jump off. Any last minute questions? Okay, no last minute phone calls. Everyone says they're good. Any last minute things from you, Alan?
No, I mean, no, I think it was a good hour session. We went over the sales contest. We went over, how people can win prize money when coaching with us. Went over exactly how to set everything up, start to finish, from having an absolutely no settings whatsoever in a demo account to actually getting traffic sent to the final affiliate link, the funnel link, and everything was covered. And we did everything in under an hour. So, guys, if you don't have 30 minutes to an hour to spend on this, then you know be comfy in your job, I guess. We want people that
You're
can
doing
apply
something
30
wrong,
minutes to an
isn't it?
hour a day, and you set this up one time. Once it's set up one time, you just continue to buy traffic, send traffic to it, make YouTube videos, get free traffic, paid traffic, whatever, Bing traffic, doesn't matter. Just keep sending traffic to that link, but you never have to touch any of the settings again. Okay? So just I don't want anyone to I don't want to say lazy, because you guys are all action takers, and the reason I know that is because you're on here in the first place. So I'm mainly talking to people who are maybe watching the recording of the replay. It does take action, and Ryan and I are all about imperfect action. Pheno, failure is no option. Take imperfect action, because any action at all is a step forward. Okay, and this is the best place I can possibly think of. We literally tried to set you guys up for success as much as we possibly can without flying out, knocking on your front door, starting your computer up for you, and doing everything for you with us typing. Okay, so we try to do everything that we possibly can, but you have to initiate that action on your end in order to build this business. Okay, so see, I don't see any more questions either. Ryan, you have any last minute words? That's all I wanted to go over. I want to make sure everyone's covered with their funnels. There's no questions on how to set up the funnel, how to get traffic, where everything's at in the new version of the Affiliate Academics members area. And I think it was a great session, and people asked good questions, and everyone's excited. So I'm excited for you guys. I really hope. I want to see someone at this 40 sales. I really, really want to pay out $500 to somebody.
Well, I know we will 100%. I mean, there's no doubt about it. So cool stuff, guys. So I'll tell you what. And we're getting great feedback. Wendy's is thanking us, John. Guys, we appreciate all the kind words and love. Reason why we work so hard and put this in place for you. So we do appreciate your feedback. We really do love that. So thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. And again, Alan, thank you, man, for your time on crushing out this session, giving people the exact steps on what to do so they can get this set up. We look forward to connecting with you via Skype, email, chat, getting in the VIP training here coming up for you. That's why we can announce the winners and congratulate you and get you over some bonus cash and some residual cash. So cool stuff. What I'll do is I saw people post in the message about if this recorded or not. Hopefully it all recorded. We're using GoToWebinar. We are live, so chances are sometimes it doesn't record. For some reason, if you came on afterwards, we'll have this on the page and email it out so everyone can see this and then get involved in this internal launch. So cool.
Guys, is we do plan on releasing this to all the big dogs, and I've had several people thank me for letting you guys get in on this first, because Ryan and I were like, okay, these people are I don't care if you're paid members, free members, these people want to be successful. We don't want to give them the crumbs after we launch a product, do $250,000 or $500,000 in sales, and all the big dogs have hit and have ragged out the list, and everybody and their mother's heard of it. People made review videos, and everything's tapped out and saturated with this offer. We wanted to avoid all that, right? We wanted to let you guys get in on it first, and get cookied for the sales, get your follow-up sequences in place, give you all the time that we can, and then eventually release it to the bigger guys in the JV Zoo space. So now is the perfect time to do it. We're offering prizes, we're offering free coaching, we're offering cash, we're offering clicks, and we're offering you the first opportunity, the wave before it peaks, before it crashes. We're offering you guys the first foot in. Okay, so I can't really iterate how important that is for you guys to make sure you take action this week.
Awesome, cool. So if there's any more last questions, now's the time to post them. It looks like there's not. So we'll sign off, and everyone else have a great afternoon.
See you guys. Thanks so much for joining us.
Bye.